Hello guys and welcome back to Planet 40k. There's been a massive balance update that has dropped today, the 16th of October. Now I was due to release my Silent King video that was voted by yourselves from the polls. I filmed the video, I edited the video, and then they changed everything, didn't they? The Silent King is a big part of some of the changes that relate to the balance update. So today I'm going to sort of wing this. I've only just got back from work, just had a quick shower, and I'm doing this on the fly. So let's get into it. So some of this stuff will be actually completely new to me because I've not read everything at this moment in time. Right, so I've opened up the Codex Necrons updates. And let's do that before we do the points, because the points has also changed. So we've got the Obeisance Phalanx Worthy Foes Detachment rule. It used to apply to Overlords, Lichguard and Tryout units. It's now applying to Noble units. Well, Nobles, Lichguard and Tryout units. So that Noble keyword changing from the Overlord keyword to Noble now means that Imitate the Stormlord does in fact count because he's a Noble. Previously he didn't count because he didn't have the Overlord keyword. I don't believe the Command Barge has any interaction still. I might be wrong, I don't think so. At a glance I don't think he's got the Noble keyword. Now further to add to that, the Silent King has got a big keyword, which is the Tryout keyword, which is partly what, or mainly what my video was about, which I'm not going to release obviously because it's all incorrect now. I was complaining about the lack of Tryout keyword. He's now got it, so he can be using that +1 to the wound roll with all his weaponry at range and in melee. That's great, that's really good. What else we got here? We have got Plasmancer. They've just sort of, I mean, I was doing this anyway, but you can't target lone ops with your Living Lightning ability. In fact, was I doing this? I might not have been, you know. That might be a little porcupine lie. I think I was attacking lone ops. But they've now said you can't unless they're a part of an attached unit. So that's another change. There's a few FAQs from the errata, which is if you're using the Undying Legion stratagem from the Awakened Dynasty, do you still get to use your abilities like reanimation protocols with the Numbers of Legion with Necron Warriors? Yeah, I think we knew that anyway. I think I was doing that anyway. If I'm using the Canoptic Court detachment and there's no objective markers in the No Man's Land or within my opponent's deployment zone, can these areas be within my army's power matrix? Answer no. I would have thought yes, because you've kind of technically got half of nothing. I don't know, but they've said no. So there you go. I wouldn't have guessed that one. And as for the just general errata for the Codex, that's all there is. So the big change there is the Silent King getting the Tryout keyword. That's pretty good with those Annihilation beams in particular. It could be now hitting on 2s, wounding on 2s maybe. That's good. That's really good. And you're re-rolling 1s, don't forget, with the ability that he's got, the Tryout ability. So hit on 2s, re-rolling 1s, wound on 2s, re-rolling 1s. That's good. That's good. Right, as for the points, there's a few points changes here. I'm not going to count how many we've got. The Annihilation Barge went down. How many points did it go down? Is it 10? My recent game with Idic Beer used 3 barges, Annihilation Barges, and they were actually not that bad, you know. So they might be worth a little look. I do like the ability that the Annihilation Barges have when you're, I can't remember what you call it now. Let's have a quick look. It's called the Malevolent Arcing. On a 5+ units are suffering D3 wounds. If you've got a few of these things, that's not bad. The Catacomb Command Barge went down to 120. That's good because they were not really playable. They were 130. It's only 10 points, I suppose, but maybe it pays for an enhancement or something, or half of an enhancement. Still needs to go down a little bit, but how much more can you go down? I mean, the Overlords are sort of 85. You can't go down too much more. It just needs... Does it have the Noble keyword? It doesn't, does it? Why couldn't it have just had the Noble keyword? It would have made a bit more sense, but it doesn't. It doesn't. Death marks have gone up by 5 points for the unit of 5. That stings a little bit because I always seem to have 60 points left at the end of my list and I just throw in some death marks. Lately I've been throwing in a Flayed Ones unit and it seems to be working, but now it probably will be Flayed Ones because I don't believe Flayed Ones have gone up. Yeah, they're still on 60. Doomsday Art, this one's huge. I know it doesn't look huge, but they've gone from 200 points to 190 points. In my main list, I take 3. So that's 30 points just like that saved. Love that. Love that. You can probably see a lot of synergy now with the Silent King and Doomsday Arcs, because you can get them all to reroll ones, to hit, to wound, and they're much cheaper. Then the barge, not the barge, the Silent King's Annihilation Beams on top of that. That's a lot of anti-tank. Good little castle. Could be good. We've got a points increase for Locust Destroyers. It's only for one model. If you take a single model, it's 35 points. That's really annoying because I do that. 35 points for a single model, but if you take 2, 3 or 6, they are just 30 points, so they're just as they were. But if you want to take them individually for your Hypercrypt Legion maybe, then yeah, you got to pay a little bit more. That's annoying. Don't like that change, that's annoying. Why should you have to pay a premium? It's just because of the detachment. That's the detachment bonuses, you shouldn't have to, but it is what it is. The death marks have gone up, and the Locust Destroyers have gone up. So are they sort of trying to cap off Hypercrypt Legion? Are they trying to sort of nerf it, but silently nerf it? It does feel like that. The Hexamite Destroyer still, though, is as it was, though. So that is my go-to guy anyway. Right, Locust Heavy Destroyers, they've gone up 5 points a man. Yeah, 1, 2 and 3 models have all gone up 5 points. That stings because everybody loves Locust Heavy Destroyers. And if you had 50 points left, you just threw another one in. Job done. That was good. So 2 models is 110, 3 models 165. Yeah, it's weird though because they've gone up and the Doomsday Arcs have gone down. So that's kind of why I said the Doomsday Arc decrease was big, because the competition was the Locust Heavies, which have gone up. So yeah, that's a big deal. That's a big deal. The Necron's Monolith has gone up to 400 points, 375 to 400 points. I didn't use it anyway. I don't really like the Monolith. Yeah, there must be some shenanigans you can do with it that maybe I'm not aware of, but I don't feel like it's worth 400 points. No. That's not good. The Obelisk, however, has gone to 300 points. That used to cost... What did the Obelisk used to cost? It's been a long time since I've used the Obelisk. Used to be 325 anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. 25 point drop. So the Monolith's gone up 25, the Obelisk's gone down 25. It wasn't that long ago where they were the same points, but that's GW for you. I don't think putting it down to 300 points is going to get me playing the Obelisk, put it that way. It needs to go a lot further than that. It's just not playable. Just not playable. Oh no, the Tesseract Vault. The Vault's gone up 25 points. I love the Vault. That stings a little bit. I don't think it deserved to go up. It's a lot of points anyway. Yes, you do get a lot of weapons. It's quite hard to maneuver a Vault, and they nerfed it recently with the maneuverability. I don't like that. 25 points more for a Vault nowadays. These two next ones are interesting because they kind of relate to the Obeisance Phalanx and the Silent King, I suppose. Triarch Praetorians. They are 100 points for 5, so they have dropped. That's a huge drop. I'm going to check how many points has that gone down by. Triarch Praetorians, they were 120. They are now 100 for 5 models. So that's 4 points per model they have dropped. That's a big drop. That's a big drop. And the Triarch Stalker's gone down to 110. That used to be 125. So a 15 point drop there. Again, this all relates to the Obeisance Phalanx, the Silent King. You're now going to start playing the Silent King more. Doomsday Arcs, Triarch Praetorians, Triarch Stalkers. They are definitely pushing the Obeisance Phalanx by the looks of it. Imatech, the Stormlord as well. The thing is, I mean, are Triarch Praetorians going to be the new thing? There's still 100 points. It's still a lot. There's no way to say they are fast, they can fight, they can shoot. You're going to get the Silent King bonuses if you're playing this detachment. And the same applies to the Stalker. I think it's good. We'll have to see if it becomes a competitive detachment or just sort of a mid-tier detachment or a bit above mid-tier. Yeah, we'll have to see on that one. I think that's all the points changes for Necrons. Now, there were some other changes from the core rules as well as the rules commentary. I'm not going to go too in-depth with those right now because they're not really Necron related. Like, there was a change to Mark for Death, the secondary. There was a change to secret missions in turn 5. You can't score primary now in turn 5. You can still score your primary in turn 4 with a secret mission, but not turn 5. So there are a few scattered changes across these many different PDFs, which is another annoyance, really. You've got to open like 3 or 4, maybe even 5 different PDF files. Some of them are like 35 pages long, and then you've got to find it, and then it has a domino effect with the rest of your army. A bit annoying, but yeah, that's the main changes for Necrons. Let me know down below if there's going to be any more changes, what you've spotted that I may have missed, because I am literally doing this on the fly. Look out for the Evasionist Phalanx though, that's my suggestion. Maybe give that a try. And yeah, let me know down below.